Well, it is official. Erik Jones is officially headed to Richard Petty Motorsports for the 2021 season. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to another video. As I just said at the beginning of this video, Erik Jones is officially headed to Richard Petty Motorsports for the 2021 season. Apparently, it is a multi-year deal, so Erik Jones will at least have a little bit of job security past this year. Another very intriguing thing is that Jerry Baxter will be remaining as the crew chief, which a lot of people thought that Jerry Baxter was not going to be the crew chief with Erik Jones because a lot of people thought Jerry Baxter was going over a Bubba Wallace. That's another thing we have to wonder about. And this team is going to remain a Chevy organization. Now, it is not clear what sponsors are going to remain with Richard Petty Motorsports after 2020. We know that a lot of the sponsors are going to be over Bubba. I assume Beats by Dre is definitely going over there. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe DoorDash League goes with Bubba as well. Some of the sponsors that Bubba has brought in, I think, are going to leave and go with Bubba. But I assume that they're going to have sponsors. Maybe they'll have risers on this team. That is a very big possibility. But in my honest opinion, I think that this is the best option that Erik Jones had. Because we know at this point that Kyle Larson is expected to be over at the 5 team. Next year, Erik is probably going to be going over to the 5 car. While the 37 car is not a bad organization, I think Richard Petty Motorsports is an upgrade from JTG Doherty Racing. I think the RPM is a lot better organization than JT Doherty. No offense to JT Doherty, but you look at Ryan Preece and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and their performances haven't been incredibly fantastic. I mean, Spire was another option as well for Erik Jones, but again, he would probably be hanging out in the back. They might not be as bad as with Erik Jones as people think they would be, but I think Erik Jones really has a good option here. And what's really good about this is having Jerry Baxter as the crew chief. I think Jerry Baxter is one of the big reasons why that team was really strong this year, because Jerry Baxter is a really awesome crew chief and really helped up Bubba's performances here, especially in the summer months earlier this year. Their performances got really good. Now, I'm not having my hopes extremely too high for Erik Jones for 2021. I think for Erik Jones, his expectations are going to be kept low. Let's talk a little about Erik Jones. Erik Jones has had a very interesting career up to this point. In 2012, I think, he was discovered by Kyle Busch in the Snowball Derby. And in 2013, I think, to my knowledge, he made his NASCAR Truck Series debut. And actually, a few weeks later, ended up winning at Phoenix International Speedway. 2014 at KBM, same team, which Bubba Wallace was on the same team, by the way, and they were very comparable. So it's very interesting to see who's going to be better in 2021. Is Bubba Wallace a better driver, or is Erik Jones the better driver? But like I said, going back to Erik Jones' career, 2014 won a few races and he officially signed with that team in 2015 and ended up winning the championship in his first full-time season. Then in 2016, moved up to Joe Gibbs Racing, the Xfinity Series, and there was a little bit of inconsistencies with Erik Jones on that team, but he was still the one driver who really could go up against Kyle Busch. Daniel Suarez could do that as well somewhat, but Erik Jones was the one driver. Even Cup drivers could not keep up with Kyle Busch, but Erik Jones was one of the drivers. Even, yes, Joe Gibbs cars were the best then, but still Erik Jones showed his true talents 2016 and almost won a title. He was one restart away from winning the title. Cole Witt, you screwed him there. In 2017, Erik Jones moved up to the Cup Series with Furniture Row Racing, almost made it to the playoffs, ended up winning Rookie of the Year. He had the best car at Bristol Motor Speedway that evening, just unfortunately live traffic kind of screwed him. 2018 through 2020, he moved to Joe Gibbs Racing, only got 2 wins with that team, and then unfortunately earlier this year, it was announced he would not be returning to Joe Gibbs Racing. Anything was going to be a downgrade from Joe Gibbs Racing, but I do think he was getting the short end of stick. On top of that, I think Chris Gale was one of the big reasons. To my knowledge, I don't remember if Chris Gale is going to be returning to this team or not. I heard rumors that he might be, but I don't know. But I am glad that Erik Jones is going to be working with the better crew chief as well. Now, let's go and talk about my official expectations. What are my expectations for Erik Jones? I think his big goal is to try to finish top 20 in the points. The only time I do see them maybe having shots to win is maybe on the short tracks and the super speedways. Their short track program is really strong at Richard Petty Motorsports. I know that they're looking to have better cars and looking at some investors as well, to my knowledge. And I do think they'll also be really strong at the super speedways. The RCR cars on the super speedway tracks are really strong. And with RCR partnering up with Hendrick this year, I think that RPM will be really good on those kind of tracks. And the fact that it is a multi-year deal with Richard Petty Motorsports, it is some good job security for Erik Jones and good job security that he can build. I mean, in So at least it's probably going to be at least a 2-year deal. I don't know. Again, I don't know how long the deal is officially going to be with Erik Jones, but the fact that Erik Jones is officially headed to Richard Petty Motorsports, we already knew that Erik Jones was going to be heading to Richard Petty Motorsports, but we were waiting the confirmation from RPM. It was confirmed earlier today that he is, again, it was confirmed just a few minutes ago that he is headed to RPM for 2021. Again, I'm really happy for Erik Jones. Again, this isn't a major loss for Erik Jones. I think a lot of people were really scared that he was going to be going to a team like Spire Motorsports. There were people that were thinking that that was going to happen, but at least he kind of ended up with the best team because, again, Ryan Preece is also expected to sign with JTG Doherty. So, and Corey LaJoie is also being rumored at the moment to be going to Spire. Also, Ty Dillon's in that rumor as well, but also Ty Dillon could end up going to the Xfinity Series. So, yeah, silly season is starting to come to a close. A lot of drivers have been signing over the past week, and now we officially know that Erik Jones is headed to Richard Petty Motorsports and will be driving for the King, which I am really excited about. Like I said, my expectations for Erik Jones, I think a top 20 in the points would be a really good season for them. Just top 25 in the points would be good, but a top 20 would be really extremely good and an upgrade because they got 22nd in the points right now. It looks like RPM is going to have their best ever season as an organization. I cannot wait to see what Erik Jones will do. So, anyway, that is going to be it for today's video on Erik Jones going to Richard Petty Motorsports in 2021. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on so you get notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Link description below for that. And comment your thoughts on today's video. How do you feel that Erik Jones is going to do in 2021? Do you think he's going to do really good with this organization or not? Let me know in comments below. My race picks for Texas, the Auto Trader Ecomotive Race Park 500, whatever the race is called, they changed the name this year, will be up tomorrow morning. I was planning on uploading it today, but because of this news coming out with Erik Jones, I wanted to make an official video about it since it is a multi-year deal. That will be coming out tomorrow morning. Anyway, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you do like it so YouTube can recommend more of these awesome videos out to you guys. If you do that, I really would appreciate it. Anyway, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.